Welcome to Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Sam Shade. Highlights, exclusive team interviews, and behind-the-scenes access to Huntsville's only D1 program all season long. We're breaking down the plays, reliving the big moments, and getting you geared up for the next big battle. It's more than just football. It's 150 years of Bulldog pride. And now join us on our journey with our host, Ty Floyd.
Welcome to Week 10 of the Alabama A&M Football Review. I'm your host, Ty Floyd. Prairie View traveled to Alabama A&M to take on the Bulldogs. Bulldogs struck first, having an early lead and holding the momentum until the Panthers were able to find their rhythm, dominating the rest of the game. Final score, 48-5. We're going to recap the game and look ahead to Senior Day against Florida A&M and more with head coach Sam Shade.
We are Alabama A&M University, a world-class institution where future leaders prepare to make their impact on the world. Here, education isn't just about learning, it's about leading, with nationally recognized programs in STEM, agriculture, business, and the arts. We are inspired by our rich heritage and bold future, carrying the spirit of the Hill with excellence. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
To compete at the highest level, our athletes need world-class facilities, top-tier resources, and the tools to succeed, on and off the field. That's why we're raising funds for a brand new practice pavilion, an all-season space where our Bulldogs can train, sharpen their skills, and prepare for greatness year-round. Alabama A&M has built a legacy of Bulldog excellence. We're taking the next step. Whether your passion is football, basketball, track, or beyond, your gift makes a direct and lasting impact. Together, we can create a future where every Bulldog has the resources to succeed.
Welcome to the Alabama A&M Football Review. I'm your host, Ty Floyd, alongside head coach Sam Shade. Week 10, Coach, Prairie View came to Louis Cruz Stadium. Tough loss, 48-5. Let's get into the first quarter. Your team came out with intensity, grabbed the lead early. What did you like about the way your guys started this one?
Well, I thought our guys came out with a lot of energy, passion for the game, and some intensity, and really held up for the first quarter and a half of the ball game. We were right there. We were up 5-0, and then they end up scoring a touchdown on us. We had a defensive back fall down, but that really kind of got things started for them once they were able to get on the board, and then they had the late second quarter touchdown right before halftime. That really, it was a big momentum swing for them.
Defensively, you were able to force some punts early, tackled well in space. What stood out about defense's energy and discipline to start this game? Because some of it carried over from Grambling.
It really did. I thought that our defense was playing well. Like I said, the first quarter and a half of the game, really thought they were playing well. And, then just unfortunately, we just give up a couple explosive plays to those guys, and they get on the board, and we go into halftime down 13-5, and we just never really got the momentum back after that.
As the quarter went on, Prairie View was able to find some rhythm. What did you sense changing in the momentum, or really in the course of the game, that allowed them to be able to find that rhythm?
Well, I thought early on they came into the ball game. They really didn't seem like they were trying to throw the ball much, like they wanted to establish the running game. But once they made some plays in the passing game, I feel like that opened up their entire offense and made it difficult for our defense. Kind of kept us guessing once they got the passing game going.
I want to talk about two offensive guys, starting with Isaiah Wokinkwo. Ran hard in between tackles, gave offense an early spark. Unfortunately, the injury bug, as it's touched most of this roster, has now touched the running back room. But how has his consistency helped steady the run game?
Well, he's been a guy since I've gotten here that just really puts his head down and works and gives great effort all the time, on and off the field. And so, when he has some success, it's because he's put the work in and whatnot. Just unfortunately, he wasn't able to get in the end zone on yesterday.
Trey Abner returned to the lineup after being sidelined. How good was it to have him back, and what kind of impact did he bring to the offense?
Well, Trey brings leadership. That's the biggest thing. Outside of Quad Brown, Trey was one of our biggest leaders coming into this season. And it's just unfortunate that we hadn't had him for almost a month now. And we get him back at this point in the season. But, it was good for him to be out there. He wasn't 100%, but he was giving us all he had.
The offense struggled to string drives together but kept fighting. What adjustments were you looking to make at halftime to find more rhythm in the second half?
Well, first thing, we were trying to get the running game going to, open up the passing game because their defense, they do a really good job in the passing game. They really try to keep everything in front of them and make you earn it, so to speak. And so we just never were quite able to consistently get the running game going where we could bring those guys down out of pass coverage and get one-on-one coverage. So, I just got to put my hat off to those guys. They did a good job against us defensively.
Prairie View found the end zone with just seconds left before halftime, a huge momentum swing heading into the second half. How tough was that moment, especially knowing that they'd get the ball back at the start of the third?
Yes, at that point in the game, it was 7-5. They had time on the clock for one play, and we got into our prevent defense. We had guys in the end zone because we knew they were going to take a shot to the end zone, and just unfortunately for us, we don't make the play, and one of their guys jumps up and makes it, and we're down 13-5 at halftime.
What was your halftime message about regrouping and finding a way to flip the script coming out of the locker room?
Well, it wasn't a tough message at halftime because we were only down. We were down 8, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and we tied the game up. So, I was preaching to the guys, hey, let's forget about that first half. Let's forget about what just happened and lock in and focus on this second half and winning the ball game. But unfortunately, we kick off to them. They go down and score. And, like I said, they just continue to have that momentum from the first half.
All right, Coach, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we have more on the Alabama A&M football review.
Dear Bulldogs, look at you. 150 years of get up and go. And are you done yet? No. See, back in 1875, all we had was our belief. No voice, no right to dream. But now, everyone wants us on their team. So let's power forward and give back. With you on board, our legacy is right on track. Love the future.
We are Alabama A&M University, a world-class institution where future leaders prepare to make their impact on the world. Here, education isn't just about learning, it's about leading. With nationally recognized programs in STEM, agriculture, business, and the arts. We are inspired by our rich heritage and bold future, carrying the spirit of the Hill with excellence. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
For 150 years, Alabama A&M has built a legacy of Bulldog excellence. Now, we're taking the next step, building a championship-caliber athletics program. To compete at the highest level, our athletes need world-class facilities, top-tier resources, and the tools to succeed on and off the field. That's why we're raising funds for a brand new practice pavilion, an all-season space where our Bulldogs can train, sharpen their skills, and prepare for greatness year-round. Your support will also help us upgrade locker rooms, enhance training spaces, and ensure every Bulldog is equipped for victory. And through the AAMU Collective, we're expanding name, image, and likeness opportunities, helping our athletes benefit from their dedication while continuing to represent Alabama A&M with pride. Whether your passion is football, basketball, track, or beyond, your gift makes a direct and lasting impact. Together, we can build champions. Together, we can create a future where every Bulldog has the resources to succeed. When we invest in champions, we all win.
Welcome back to the Alabama A&M Football Review. I'm your host, Ty Floyd, joined by Alabama A&M head coach Sam Shade. So headed into the third quarter, Prairie View capitalized early to extend their lead. What challenges did their tempo and their balanced offensive attack present to the defense?
Well, you're right about one thing. They really started to get more balanced offensively. They started off trying to run the ball on us, and we were doing a pretty good job of stopping the run, in the first quarter and half of the second quarter. But once they got the passing game going and they had that balance, it made it tough for our defense because they kind of kept us guessing as far as was it run, was it pass, and put us in some one-on-one situations that they took advantage of in the passing game.
Eric Hanley was under some pressure much of the game. How do you evaluate his growth and decision-making in these tough environments, especially coming back off of injury?
Yes, coming back off of injury, I thought that he wasn't quite as sharp as he had been earlier in some of the games he had started. But he's a warrior. He was out there battling. He had an injury to his hand that he was dealing with for most of the ball game, and but he kept fighting and just being a warrior for us.
Wyatt Wright, Robert Iverson, some guys who stick out on the defensive side. They played hard defensively, along with Demetrius Biombi. How have veterans helped keep your defense together through this adversity?
Well, the guys have stayed together. They fought. They hadn't laid down. They haven't just given up. But it's been some tough times, particularly on yesterday going against Prairie View. They presented a lot of challenges to our defense, and they made a lot of plays on us, particularly in the second half. But, our guys kept fighting. We just struggled to get it done.
With Prairie View controlling the time of possession, how do you keep your defense engaged and mentally sharp late in games like this?
Well, that's tasked to the defensive coaches. When they do get those guys on the sidelines, they're talking to them. They're going over some of the plays they've already seen. They're making adjustments and things like that. And our team knows that, hey, no matter what, we've got to play 4 quarters of football. And, we're always going to finish the ball game, even when it doesn't, work out where it comes out on our end.
You talk about 4 quarters of football a lot. Playing 4 quarters is something that we mentioned in the radio booth yesterday. When you look at the game, great first quarter, second quarter, towards the end, there was the big explosive play. And then, like you said, from there, really weren't able to find your footing. What does this team have to do to be able to play all 4 quarters?
Well, we just got to continue to work. That's the biggest thing. That's the one thing I do know. When you don't have success, you got to go back and just continue to work and continue to work hard. And this has been kind of a frustrating season. A lot of injuries that we've had. A lot of guys in and out of the lineup. Some guys out of the lineup for the entire season. And you look out there in certain positions, and you don't have the starters that you started the season off with. That makes it tough because. Sometimes there's a talent drop off when you go to that second or that third guy, and you just can't make up for that starter that was in there.
Especially because the team is a little bit younger. There's a lot more youth. So then it also plays into like maturity and I guess experience as well. Later in the game, you made a change at quarterback. You mentioned Eric Hanley had a hand injury that he was dealing with the duration of the game. Is that the reason why you brought in Ashley Tucker? What went into that decision, and how did you feel about how he played in his snaps?
Well, we did kind of feel like Eric was just a little bit, beat up, particularly with that hand that he was nursing. And so just felt like at that stage in the game, score-wise, it was an opportunity to get Ashley in the ball game, who, he's done some good things since we've been here, spring practice, training camp, things like that. But, then he had the car accident where he was out for a while, and, just wanted to give him an opportunity.
Punter Rob Cole was busy today, which isn't ideal for your offense, but he repeatedly flipped field position, and your special teams unit was able to pin Prairie View deep into their own territory. How valuable has that execution been for momentum and field control?
Well, Robert's, for the most part, he's done a good job for us pretty much all season. Just really been steady as far as getting the ball off. And I want to say he had 3 punts inside the 20. One of them actually was down at the 1 yard line. So, just he's been very effective for us, and proud of him.
Even down late, your team continued to fight until the final whistle. What can you take from that level of effort moving forward?
Well, that's what we talk to the team about. We tell them, every game's not going to go your way. Every day's not going to go your way. But, you can't just lay there and wallow in it. I mean, you've got to keep fighting. You got to get back up. And that's been one of the lessons that this team has learned this season, is that it's not always going to go your way, and you've got to continue to fight. And I feel like our guys are doing that. We're just not having the success on the scoreboard that we need to have.
Now you turn the page to senior day against Florida A&M. What's the mindset to your group as you prepare for this home finale?
Well, first off, it's the last home game, last home game for a lot of our guys, our seniors here at Lewis Cruz Stadium, which that's going to be an emotional day. It's going to be a big day. They're going to have family and friends in town for that occasion. So the message is this is the last one. And you always want to make your last one your best one, so to speak. And we always talk about, you're only as good as your last game. Well, how good are we going to be in our last game at Lewis Cruz Stadium? So that's a big message for this week.
Florida A&M, physical team on both sides of the ball. What stands out to you about their identity and the challenges that they present?
Well, Florida A&M, they started the season off tough. They actually, had some losses early on, but they've actually been playing pretty good lately. They've won 3 out of their last 4, and just won a big game against Pine Bluff at Pine Bluff. So they're going to come in here riding high, and they're going to come in here with some confidence and whatnot. But we've got to look at it as, hey, this is our last game at home in front of our fans for this season. It's senior day. There's just so much for us to play for.
This senior class will take the field at Lewis Cruz Stadium one last time. You talked about it. What does this group represent to you and the growth of this program? Is there like any sentiments or emotions, being that this is like your group that you did your first year of coaching with? The group is also comprised of guys like Trey Abner, who came with you from Miles, as well as Nick Glenn, Demetrius Biombi. So how does that make you feel?
Well, this group, I've talked to our team and talked to this group about this group being special because this is the group that's laying the foundation for Alabama A&M football for hopefully years to come. And this group might not be champions off the field. I mean, on the field, they might not get rings and be champions on the field, but for what they gave and the passion and the love for the program and the effort that they gave, they're going to still be champions to me, and they're going to be champions in life.
Thank you so much for your time, Coach Shade, and thank you for tuning in to the Alabama A&M Football Review. Make sure to stay connected with us on all of our social medias for your latest in Bulldog news and coverage. Alabama A&M will take on Florida A&M next Saturday on Senior Day. Make sure to come out and support. And as always, go Bulldogs!
Thanks for watching the Alabama A&M Football Review with head coach Sam Shea. Your support is important to us and the outstanding student athletes here on the Hill. We encourage you to support the entire athletic program and become a season ticket holder, or be a part of something much bigger and become a torchbearer. Visit AAMU.edu for more information. Until next time, stay connected and go Bulldogs!
We are Alabama A&M University, a world-class institution where future leaders prepare to make their impact on the world. Here, education isn't just about learning, it's about leading, with nationally recognized programs in STEM, agriculture, business, and the arts. We are inspired by our rich heritage and bold future, carrying the spirit of the Hill with excellence. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
Dear Bulldogs, look at you. 150 years of get up and go. And are you done yet? No. See, back in 1875, all we had was our belief. No voice, no right to dream. But now, everyone wants us on their team. So let's power forward and give back. With you on board, our legacy is right on track. Love the future.
To compete at the highest level, our athletes need world-class facilities, top-tier resources, and the tools to succeed on and off the field. That's why we're raising funds for a brand new practice pavilion, an all-season space where our Bulldogs can train, sharpen their skills, and prepare for greatness year-round. Alabama A&M has built a legacy of Bulldog excellence. We're taking the next step. Whether your passion is football, basketball, track, or beyond, your gift makes a direct and lasting impact. Together, we can create a future where every Bulldog has the resources to succeed.